Hi everybody, welcome to the third part of Cryengine V tutorial. In this episode we're going to cover vegetation. As you remember in previous episode, we have covered water volumes. This is the river I was building with some oil on site. I've added waterfalls here and there, some stones to make it a little bit different. Also I added some textures for the terrain. As you can see, let me adjust this. As you can see, this is the rough shape, kind of swampy area here. Okay, so without further talking, let's begin. There are a couple of ways of, well, two ways, at least I know, of adding vegetation. You can add vegetation via brush, then you can browse to your, go to your assets and drop in, I don't know, some let me adjust camera, add some plants. The bad thing about this is that it's not going to react to the wind properly and it's gonna be pretty stiff. So if you go to properties, then, well, it's gonna behave like a regular object. So really it's not a good idea of doing vegetation. The way I'm doing it, I think the way how you should do it is through a vegetation editor. So basically, if I drop in, if you go to tools, open vegetation editor, and the Windows opens, and then you can, I don't know, put it somewhere. I'm gonna add it here, maybe. Okay. So I'm going to add a couple of groups. Before I start, I'm gonna add a couple of groups. Let's call it forest bed, grass, and then I'm gonna add another group, forest flowers. It's a good idea, it's actually a good idea to split your assets, your vegetation into different groups. This way you can actually have more control later on. If you decide to change something, swap something, or switch something off, if you don't like something, then then you can actually amend it quickly and make some changes. So let's select forest bed grass first. I'm going to add grass, forest grant, or maybe field grass. I'm going to add them, small grass. So I'm using a mixture of SDK assets, and then I'm going to add some assets from Wilderness package. It's been recently released on Cryengine. It's free, so you can download it and use for your project. Grant. Oh, there's a forest grass actually here. So this is the regular. Come on, don't draw. Oh god, it's hanging on me. It's, for some reason after the last update, it's freezing for me. I'm not sure whether it's my... Can't see anything. Oh, never mind. Sorry about that. I'm going to kill the process and start over. Okay. Okay. So this is how we start over. My apologies for that. At least you know what I'm doing. I'm using version 5.2.3. Let's open it. Open the level. Okay. I'm going to enable SWOTI just to see everything better. So it's like a ambient occlusion, so you can see the texture better. Actually, you can enable it by default by adding file within your level.cfg, and then you can use commands you normally would use with your console, or you can apply everything to your system.cfg file, configuration file, where you can actually set everything up. I'm going to decrease, actually I've decreased the graphics for low for now. Okay, but we have vegetation editor here. It didn't save groups though. So forest bed, grass, first of all. Now add some natural, ground, forest grass. Open them, and you can generally select one of them, or use Control and select some of them, or select whole group, and then you can adjust settings, parameters within vegetation section here down below. If we this actually can kill your PC for a moment, but to see how it looks like, you can select this, take one of those boxes here. I'm gonna save it before I do this, and let's say forest terrain. I'm gonna use it on forest terrain. So as you can see, it's painting them everything on one texture only wherever I used it. But it's not a good idea actually, because there's no bending, no auto merging, etc. If I use it on grass, look at this, lots of flowers. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the flowers because I don't want them here. I don't want the flowery forest here. If I use this here, that's pretty bad then. But anyway, instead of doing that, my idea is to make it 0.8 kind of size, and then set up variation to 0.4, then set up take random rotation so they look more natural. And if you paint it, see there are different sizes and you can paint them accordingly. So this actually works way better. And then there's another option, rotate range to terrain normal. So you can set up rotation of the objects of the vegetation in relation to terrain. Then you can align to terrain height. So let's say if I paint here, yeah, you see, if I align to the normals, obviously grass doesn't behave like that normally, so you don't want to do that, but in case you need it, so sometimes you want to place trees like that, something like that, and then you can create separate layer for that, and then, because keep in mind it's gonna affect whole layer, I'm going to untick this. Keep in mind it's gonna affect whole layers. Let's go back to this. Actually, before we do that, I can add some path. I've got to place unpainted terrain here a little bit. So before I do that, I'm gonna add. I know it wasn't planned. I'm gonna add a road. Then toggle terrain snapping. You can hit T, switch it off. It's automatically on. Out of nowhere. This is the where my let me adjust camera. And double click to finish it. Now we're not painting now. Let's go to properties. So we're not painting yet. Actually, I'm gonna adjust it a little bit more. Camera is so fast now, too fast. If you hold shift it goes faster. So let's edit particular points. So if you click edit under spline operators, come on. Actually I've got it here in the river, so let's delete that. Let's select road, add new layer, call it roads. Okay. Make sure we select it and put it there, just to avoid any confusion later on, so we're not messing around with other layers. Okay, so now let's adjust points. I'm not happy the way with the way how the road goes. I've got a little issue here of offset, so whenever I resize actual terrain I have a trouble with highlighting objects. So this is some sort of, I think it's a bug, or maybe it's my thing, but let's switch off toggle to terrain snapping. Okay, make sure you switch it off, because otherwise it will snap to terrain. I want it to be a little bit lower, because you don't need to do that, so of course, but I'm gonna use it so it adjusted my so it adjusts my height map. Oh, a height map. Come on. So lower it down slowly, so it's more like a Come on. So here it's gonna be a big drop. I don't want that. I'm going to use two roads here, so that should be fine. Okay, alright. Actually, I could use it like that. No. Let's hit edit. If you hold Control and click on the road, it works pretty much the same, like with come on, like with reverse. So the same idea. Okay, now let's add our road. Okay. Finish editing, go to override material. Before actually I'm going to call it forest road 1. You can name it whatever you want. You can set up minimum specification for that to appear. Obviously it's not good for the roads, but sometimes you want to save some performance, so keep in mind you can do this with every object. And then so you can do that with particles. Let's say this object like a water foam, you can disable it for the lower specification, lower PC specification. And then we have width. Okay, that's not okay. Alright. I just removed it. That's okay, that should be fine. So now let's go to material, roads, and there should be forest path. This is something I like. For path stones, this one will look good. Hey! Obviously the blending is not perfect here. Here we go, this is our road. Come on. No. No. Okay. So this works pretty well. Oh, maybe here. Okay, and then align height map. As you notice, my height map has been aligned. You can go to your material, of course, and then edit this texture from there. You can erase vegetation, you can set border width. I'm pretty happy with this one, so I'm gonna leave it like that. If you notice here, the terrain has been aligned. And then you can select step size. Obviously, if you noticed here, those tiles, you can set up tile length, etc. Not sure how was it. Okay. And step size. Longer it is, the more visible edges are gonna be, obviously. So that's gonna keep it like that. I think it's pretty nice. Yeah, that one will do. Okay, that's it. That's how I wrote. Okay. How many times I said okay already? Are you counting? Alright, let's block this one for now. And let's go to terrain editor, paint, and paint over grass here. Okay. Alright. So this is pretty okay now. However, I'm going to use forest soil. Oh. To blend it a little bit. I'm not sure whether the color is the color I like. This way it looks more natural. So there's someone actually walks here. It should be unblock it. Maybe we could adjust the terrain. We don't want to paint. We could adjust. Let's select our road and see whether we have something else here. Forest terrain, maybe. Is it better? No. My opinion. No. Okay, it's just not good. It's snowy, road tracks. Okay, that should be. That's too heavy. That's too heavy. Let's work on this. Obviously keep in mind this we can paint it over, but let's see our material editor, forest, and let's look for forest. Roads, forest, path, stones. Let's copy this one. Copy this one, go to my object, paste, forest, path, stones 2. Okay, and here we can adjust other settings. So let's select our roads, my objects, forest, path, stones. Okay, now I don't want to stick it here. Come on. Okay. So here we go. So we can see what we're actually doing. A surface type soil, which is fine. Opacity. Come on. Okay, I was worrying. It's actually going to. Now it disappeared totally. What's going on? Let's see, errors. There are lots of errors. And Cryengine. Actually, I stopped looking at them. Flat. Some of them they related to Cryengine V and constant ramp. There's some functions. I have some issues with shaders, I have to say, so I'm not sure whether you have one. What's going on then? And what's now? I've touched alpha, so my apologies. I don't wanna start again. So feel free to skip this part. What a piece of crap is that? I guess I need to change my PC again. Uh, 10 hours later, still waiting. I tell you what, I'm going to delete this one. Yes. And copy this. Once again, copy to my objects. Paste. Forest. Path. 3, let's call it. On custom. Okay. And now there's nothing here. Obviously, override material. Materials, no. My objects, forest path custom. Here we go. Hopefully it's not gonna hang on me now. Now, if you go to your diffuse colors, diffuse color, so it's gonna be a little bit darker. So this is actually what I want. Okay. Maybe too much. You see, it looks unnatural. Orangey. It's far from perfect, but it should be fine for now. I'm not going to spend more time on it. Okay, so coming back to vegetation. It's supposed to be vegetation. Let's block the roads now. We have forest bed, forest filler, long, and the idea is to actually adjust them. Let's adjust them. So now we've got random rotation set up. Grow on terrain, auto merged, stiffness, air resistance, air radius. I'm going to make them thicker. Obviously it's gonna be cast shadow uniform specification. I'm gonna set it to medium. Medium, high maybe. Maybe high to avoid some. And then there's density. Okay, and then I don't wanna minimum elevation. I'm gonna use it something like here. So let's use flat tool and see. 92 meters minimum elevation, let's say. I don't want to go the grass lower than this one. Later on I can adjust manually everything. So go to vegetation, and now maximum elevation I'm looking for. Would I say minimum elevation? Density, elevation, max. 92. Come on. Slope minimum 0. Slope maximum 255. No, so you can actually adjust it, but let's see how it's gonna maybe increase. If you increase density, keep in mind that you need to. Where's the density? You need to adjust brush size accordingly. So why I'm not painting? Because of what? Yeah, I have a size variation. So 0 point and still not painting. Or is it elevation? What have I done? See? Elevation, I blew it. Well, size is rubbish. And density is way too high for this one. I mean the value is too high. Size 0.8. Okay, so here as well. I'm not worried about the road. I'm putting it way too much. If you see it in the games, normally I'm just showing you how to paint this, but generally you should keep in mind what kind of effect you wanna build. If you look at some of the recent games being made in Cryengine, like I have been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and the main issue, I think the guys have lots of work to do with game optimization, because they have so dense. I like it, but the challenge lies in actually in performance optimization. It looks natural the way you see it, but in some cases it hits the performance really badly. So I'm not saying this one looks not very natural, but okay, let's finish off, and simply to get rid of the grass on the road, on the stones here. Just highlight it, and you have option, go to properties, the raw properties, but properties, and then set erase vegetation. So it's gonna be a kind of range. Let's say if it's set to 3 meters, I'm gonna set it to 0, and then hit erase vegetation. So it's gonna erase vegetation only on the path. Not it won't leave a border within. So if your wish is to set a border, then that would look okay. Alright, so going back to this, we block the road. Going back to this, let's add some other grass. Let's take a look actually how it looks. It's bigger grass. This is how I want it. Not sure. As you can see, it actually moves, and then you can set wind, etc. We're gonna do some wind later on within some of the next tutorials, but for now it's pretty alright. Basic. This is kind of weird, but then we can add some other stuff to complement this. Okay, so now add group forest bed grass too. This is the way I'm using it. I'm gonna use where's that? Go to natural ground and then MV plants, the new ones. Grass, tall, white. Okay, no patches. Let's see how it's gonna work for us. This is just ridiculous. Okay. So we need to adjust it a little bit. Now again, 0.3, no, size 0.8, maybe 8.4. Random rotation. Let's see, use terrain color. Auto merge. The density is way it's way too dense, so it's gonna 7. So this one they definitely don't match together, and the colors are too bright. So what we can do, we can actually go to materials and adjust it slightly. Where's that? Material editor, use speaker. Come on. Why is it not showing me this? not switching. Never mind, I'm going to find it normally. Terrain. MV. MV plants, yeah. Okay, now way better. Okay. Two. All right. I'm going to paint it randomly here and there. Make it a little bit dense. Now let's add another group. What I'm doing? Add group. Forest bed. Flowers maybe. Or thicker plants. Okay, let's call it this one. Maybe rename this one forest, grass, wild. And then add here natural, grant, forest grass. Okay guys, I think you got the idea. I'm going to struggle it with myself. It looks like the recording software is just ruins everything for me. So hope you learned something useful during this again pretty bad tutorial. But anyway, I'm gonna try more. See what's going on here, because it's been very evil for me. Well, Cryengine has been very evil for me recently, so anyway, I think it's due to the assets and maybe recording, I don't know. Oh, maybe I need to give my PC a rest a little bit, because I've been working constantly on it for for a whole day now. So anyway, thank you for watching and see you next time. Please, oh, by the way, please let me know what you think about this, whether you like it or don't like it. But if you do so, I would appreciate your comments. What in your opinion should be better? What can I improve? I would appreciate it very much. See you later.